Today's theme is Sadha. Sadha can be thought of as a kind of faith or bright hope, but you can think of it also as trust in the practice's relevance to us, and additionally, a trust in our own good sense to find liberation. I'll read a poem from the first Free Women, and then I'll give us some practice instructions. I'll say more about the first Free Women in a minute. But in order to listen, let's start with finding our seat. You may want to close your eyes so that the sensations you're receiving are more clear. And now find the sensations of your feet. Let your feet settle on the earth. Let your feet really be held. There's nothing you have to do. Allow your heart and mind to know those sensations of feet settled and being held. Move your attention up a bit to your sit bones. Feel how these also can settle. There's some weight and heft there, and they give us a kind of balance. And above this, you can feel your breath in your abdomen. Let that rhythm come. Feel that comfortable rhythmic breath. Again, there's some weight, some openness, and some balance. So this poem is found in the book The First Free Women by Maddie Weingast. And this is a modern interpretation of the poems written by the first Buddhist nuns. It was their tradition to write a poem when they became enlightened, describe their experience in a way that let us see into that experience, let us share it and find that as a path for ourselves. So this poem is by Dhammadina. Her name means she who has given herself to the Dharma. She says, "For so long I thought only of the river's end. Then one morning I set my paddle down to watch the sunrise over the eastern hills, only to find myself floating somehow gently upstream. I promise it was not what I had expected." There are some practice instructions there. She talks about, for so long, seeing the river's end. And this is so natural to say, what will the practice be? What will I get? So it's natural to look for the river's end, for what will happen, but it's not necessary. And that she describes instead this sense of setting her paddle down, of a not doing, which releases her into seeing the sunrise. For us, that can be this moment, each moment, one moment at a time, not doing, but rather receiving as we sit and practice. And then she says, and I believe if you've been practicing a while, you've had this experience, then you find yourself floating upstream somehow. And we can really take this in, whether we're very experienced and we've had the floating upstream experience, or whether we're new and we're having bright hope. And again, as she says, it's not what I expected. And it's better than we can imagine. So let's try this, setting our paddle down as we practice and see what can happen. See if we, in this moment, can feel that unexpected if it comes to us. We don't have to create it. We can't. It'll be better than we imagine. So again, finding your seat, closing your eyes if they're open. We'll start with grounding our body. Let your feet come to rest. And as a human on this earth in this moment, that's what they'll do. There's nothing you have to do. Again, we can set our paddle down and let the sensations of resting on the earth come to you. Feel the sensations of your sit bones resting, settled, grounded, balanced. Above that, finding your breath, one breath at a time, one half breath at a time. Feel this in breath. Feel this out breath. So a soft, open, abdominal breathing. Again, natural. There's nothing you have to do. See how that feels. And just the way your body is settled, let that be an analogy for your mind. Let that be a doorway for a settled mind. Just the way your breath is open, let that be an analogy for your heart and a doorway for your heart. So a settled mind, an open heart. And now rest your attention on feeling the movement of your breath. Just this breath, just this in-breath. Just the way it is. No need to make it better or clearer or in any way different. You can just see. Thoughts will come If they're very light, just release them. And if they're very strong, if they're really bumping into you, the thing to do is move from the content, from the specifics, and move your attention from that content to what you're feeling. And you may feel it in your throat, you may feel it in your sternum. So a gentle knowing and a real kindness to this moment's experience. And then just the way your breath turns out to be passing, impermanent, you'll see that this moment's experience of heart is impermanent and passive as well. So very gently releasing this natural state of heart, allowing its impermanence, and gently turning back to your breath. So very simply moving from the content of whatever thought comes your way, move to the feeling. Know it with kindness. And when you're ready, turn back to your breath. then we can dedicate the merit, consolidating the goodness of practice, feeling into our experience and sharing it, sending the wish that all beings can feel happy and safe and peaceful. Thank you for your practice.